shows what can be achieved.
Another political slot tomorrow at 5 to 8. Next tonight, 2 gay vicars and their disapproving employer, the church. 9 o'clock, the only living mermaid in the world. And from 10, 6 years in a coma and then suddenly awake. ER.
The British have one of the worst rates for breastfeeding in the world.
It's essential to the survival of the species.
But why is something so natural so taboo?
I don't think you should do it in public.
I don't think it should be allowed, actually.
It makes people feel quite embarrassed.
I think people are scared of nakedness if it's to do with something natural, but they're not scared of nakedness if it's a 20-year-old walking around with cleavage or whatever.
And when is the right time to stop?
And then she can ask for bitty while she's out, because a little bit.
Is it at 2?
You're too old for that.
At 4?
That's dirty.
Or even at 7?
I don't think anyone should ever stop breastfeeding.
Meet the women who believe breast is best. Extraordinary Breastfeeding. Wednesday at 9 on 4.
She just said, I don't want to be with you anymore.
We had to separate or we were going to kill each other.
This is a big situation where I am going to blow the family apart.
Divorce.
I don't love him as much as I used to.
What if we don't live near you? Because it's fun when you're with Daddy, and you don't have fun when you're with me. Worried that when Dad gets married next year, Mum's going to be upset.
Channel 4 introduces a specialist divorce counsellor to 3 families going through a breakup.
It is really how you relate to one another that's going to make the difference for your kids.
No, I don't want you around all the time.
How to divorce without screwing up your children. Tuesday at 9 on 4.
Playing up Thatcherite Britain, it's Mike Leigh's Life is Sweet, film 4, right about now. Here it's the uneasy marriage between the church and its homosexual employees, gay vicars.
My shop, extended hours. My bank,
Try later.
early doors. My cinema, round the corner. My bank, carry on abroad. My cappuccino, thrown in. My branch number, thrown out.
There is another way. Phones answered 24/7, UK call centres only, and a direct line to your branch.
My bank, dumped. My account, switched.
Think about it. Do you choose a typical petrol car that does 45 miles to the gallon? Or for the same price, a diesel that does 60? The new Kia Rio Diesel from only £8,995.
And liftoff from the 25th Space Shuttle mission.
The world watched in awe. But some of the engineers who built the Space Shuttle Challenger thought it was going to explode. So why were they ignored? Challenger, Countdown to Disaster, Thursday at 9 on 4.
Don't miss the Expedia January sale. Our best deals on the holidays you really want. Must end January 31st.
Let yourself go.
New Sanex XL uses half the gas, so it's kind to your skin, but still provides effective deodorant protection. New Sanex XL.
The Renault Scenic.
Divorce.
I don't love him as much as I used to.
Channel 4 introduces a specialist divorce counsellor to 3 families going through a breakup.
How you relate to one another that's going to make the difference for your kids.
No, I don't want you around all the time.
How to divorce without screwing up your children. Tuesday at 9 on 4.
Identity theft is Britain's fastest growing crime. Capital One's no-hassle Platinum Card offers free identity theft assistance, which helps recover your identity should it happen to you. Free identity theft assistance and low rates that stay low. Apply now at CapitalOne.co.uk.
What's in your wallet?
Depressing sometimes, buying car insurance through a call centre.
Press 1, 5, 7, 2.
Click on to swiftcover.com. We're Britain's only 100% online car insurance. We cut out call centres, so 70% of our customers could save, and you could get a quote in less than a minute. Now, who could argue with that? Swiftcover.com. For swift savings. Click, click, don't cluck, cluck.
A beautiful baby girl. Her birth sparks a media frenzy. This is a miracle. But Milagros Cerrón is no ordinary baby. She's the only mermaid child in the world. Body Shock returns with The Curse of the Mermaid tonight at 9 on 4.
If you want to follow up the issues that have been raised in this programme, go to Channel 4's Can You Believe It website. It's at channel4.com/culture. Next tonight, a brand new series of Body Shock. A baby has been born and she's 1 in a million. However, not for the reasons you might think. She's the only living mermaid in the world.
We are met to settle who holds sway over the 5 points. Us natives or the foreign hordes.
America was born in the streets.
Who are you? His name's Amsterdam. I'm New York. Everything you see belongs to me.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
He's not who he says he is.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
I took the father. Now I'll take the son.
And Cameron Diaz.
Quite a pair of conversationists, aren't you?
All-star in the network premiere of Martin Scorsese's Gangs of New York. Sunday at 10 on 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Family is a unique experiment of nature.
We're executing a person who's mad, and I don't really know what kind of message that gives.
Is that the problem solved? Well, actually, they may just have begun.
I'm looking for a bad guy who killed someone. And I'm beginning to think that you'll do.
You don't like the way I'm running this thing. Get out!
Welcome to democracy, bitch. That's a good policy. Me first. That's the policy.
February on More 4, the place to be.
Ciao ragazzi. Un poco di sa sa sa, un sacco di cla cla cla, un poco di sa sa sa, bellissimo cla cla cla. L'arte di Sacla.
This winter, enjoy a luxurious holiday at Egypt's Red Sea Riviera Resorts. Brilliant sunshine, world-famous water sports, and trips to legendary Luxor and the pyramids. For the holiday of a lifetime, contact your travel agent about Egypt's Red Sea Riviera Resorts now.
You know what happens about 400 times a day? People put unleaded petrol into a diesel. Whatever you do, don't start the car. You won't get very far. And the second you start the engine, you could be looking at about £3,000 for a garage to fix it.
What do you do when your sweet little princess turns into this?
Get it out of my face!
You send her to an all-girl brat camp.
I want to go home.
There is no shower, there is no toilet. There is no TV.
These people are ridiculous.
Can 7 wayward teenage girls cope with life in the Utah wilderness?
Because I will call my mum, she will fly from Richards and take me home. You're all in my face!
The new series of Brat Camp starts Wednesday the 8th of February on 4.
If you're watching this at home, you shouldn't send your kids here.
The British have one of the worst rates for breastfeeding in the world.
It's essential to the survival of the species.
But why is something so natural so taboo?
I don't think you should do it in public.
I don't think it should be allowed, actually.
It makes people feel quite embarrassed.
I think people are scared of nakedness if it's to do with something natural, but they're not scared of nakedness if it's a 20-year-old walking around with cleavage or whatever.
And when is the right time to stop?
Then she can ask for Bitty while she's out, you know, because a little bit.
Is it at 2?
You're too old for that.
At 4.
That's dirty.
Or even at 7.
I don't think anyone should ever stop breastfeeding.
Meet the women who believe breast is best. Extraordinary Breastfeeding. Wednesday at 9 on 4.
Right now on E4, Smallville, Superman the Early Years. Right now, Channel 4, the only mermaid in the world, and the media frenzy that surrounds her. Fusing cutting-edge science with the most powerful human stories, Body Shock is back on 4.